Hey, welcome back. It's another video. It's your girl Ellie, the life, beauty, and lifestyle expert. All right, we talk about everything in between as well. So be sure to subscribe if you have not. Videos are posted daily on my channel. What's up? And thanks for coming to my channel. If this is your first time, please make sure you subscribe, you like, you share, comment, and also turn on the post notifications so you'll know when I have new and upcoming videos. Okay. All right, look, y'all. So as the title said, I have a new job. So for some of you who know, I am a truck driver. This is how I started over here on YouTube back in 2022. I've been on here since 2012, but 2022 is when I went viral. And a lot of you all have subscribed to my channel, and I thank you so much. I just wish YouTube would push out, my videos. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So anyway, yeah, I have a new trucking job. I went and took the road test Thursday and passed and did orientation and training. They hired me on a Tuesday and had me go do the road test. So for some of you who do not know, even though you are a CDL driver, you have the license, you may have experience, whenever you go to a new trucking company, they have to do a test to make sure that you can actually drive. So they're going to take you on the road, you're going to do a pre-trip, you're going to do backing. So what they did for me is that I did I did blind side, and I also did sight side. And there was a time where I used to be scared to do stuff like that because I wasn't real good with it. But I was a local driver for a while, and I did a lot of backing. And then the contract I had before getting with this company, and this is not a contract, this is a permanent position. I did a lot of backing. I used to deliver for U.S. Postal Service, so I was at the DCs and I had to do a lot of backing, like backing trailers up, dropping the trailer, connecting. The easiest job that one can have in the world, and also make some really good money, okay? But nevertheless, that contract did end. I guess they let me go, or maybe I left. I don't know. It was hard to say because he didn't know. Anyway, however, I don't work there no more. They let me go. I don't work there anymore, but I do have a new company that I'm at, and I have to say that these people are really nice. Probably one of the nicest trucking companies I've ever been at, where people were super nice. Like, for real, it's kind of scary because you know how sometimes they can get you in to be nice, and then once you become an employee there, it switches. But I don't know, they seem real nice. So anyway, the guy that did my training, he's a truck driver. He's like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm a truck driver just like you are. I'm just here doing the road test. This is what they, hired me to do. And so he was like, I don't want you to be scared. He was like, how long you been a truck driver? I said 3 years. He's like, oh, okay, so you got experience? I'm like, yeah. He was like, so, the guy that was here before you, he didn't make it out the parking lot. And I said, huh? And I was like, he was an experienced truck driver? He was like, yeah, I think he said he had about 2 years. And I was like, wow, he said, no, he was real scared. He said he couldn't back this trailer at all. And I was just like, oh, okay. So I'm just thinking about, he's like, so are you ready? I said, yep, I'm ready. Get in that thing. Did what I had to do. We did our road test with a success. Came back. He had me do blind side, and he didn't have me do sight side. And I was a little rusty, but I got it, okay? I knew what I was doing. So I got it in there. And I passed, and from there I went to orientation, did some training to get information on the electric pallet jack. Yeah, I had to get training on electric pallet jack, meaning that this is not a company where they say no touch freight. It's touch freight, okay, and then also it's regional. And because if anybody know, I am a local truck driver. That's what I prefer, and no touch freight. And if I do touch the freight, it got to be very minimum, because I did do a contract where I touched the freight, but it wasn't like nothing bizarre. They delivered to like flooring companies. And so all I had to do was take it to the end of the trailer, and the trailers, they was 35 foot. Take them to the end of the trailer, and I got paid hourly to do this job. And I would cross state lines. I would do all the southeast areas. But anyway, it was real easy. And so when he I finished the training on a video, and then I actually had to go into the warehouse to see like how to connect it, which he said I shouldn't be the one to have to connect it. Someone else would do that and put it inside the trailer for me. But just in case, he had to show me. And then he also let me like walk around in a designated area in the warehouse to like get comfortable with using an electric pallet jack. First of all, before I became a truck driver, I was a forklift driver. So it's kind of almost similar, but not quite. It's not a pallet jack that you stand on, but like how you move the buttons and stuff, it kind of reminded me of when I was a forklift driver, because it is buttons on there that you have to move, and there's a brake. It's a lot. So anyway, after I did that, he's like, "Are you comfortable?" I said, "Yeah." It didn't take me too long. It never take me too long to learn something. I said, "Yeah, I'm comfortable. I got it." He said, "Okay." He was like, "So let me take you to the trailer and show you what you'll actually be doing." So he had me on a 53-foot trailer, and the pallets were stacked to the ceiling almost, all the way to the end. And he said, "Yeah, you're going to have about this much room. You're going to have to take this pallet jack, and you're going to use this to take these pallets out to the end." Now, he was like, "You only bring them to the end. You get them outside of the trailer at the end by the dock, and then they will come and do it." I'm like, "Oh, this is going to be a job. Oh, this is hold on, baby, this is a job." First of all, I'm a no-touch freight girl. I said, "Lord, I know I need the money. I do. I don't know about this." Now, they pay good, but the money that they're paying, I've made that as a local driver, if not more. So I know for sure, if I'm a local driver, I can make the money that they're paying. But they also have different incentives. So you do get paid for unloading. You get paid if you're there on time. You get bonuses for other things. And I'm just like, okay, all of that sounds great. But the thing I don't like, I'm not an over-the-road girl. It is regional. I will work Monday through Friday, come home on weekends. And it's not a complete weekend because truck drivers, we work 70 hours. And after 70 hours, we have to do a 34-hour reset, which that's a day and a half. So if I get off on a Saturday, I'll be off Saturday. And I will go back to work the middle of Sunday. And then be back on the road 5 days again. That's not me. It's not me. So I'm at the drawing board again. I don't know. I'm supposed to start Monday. I said I was going to, try to give it a test run. But nah, I don't know. I also recently got my notary public commissions license. And I have some of my supplies. And I've also did orientation the same day I did my road test and orientation with the trucking company. So I'm waiting for somebody to call me back. I received an email saying that they seen that I completed orientation, and the next step would be for somebody to reach out to me, letting me know how I can get assignments. I would prefer to do that. If I can't do local truck driving, then I would be doing field inspections and notary, notarizing documents and apostille. And I do have my minister license, so I can't be a wedding officiant. I'm just trying to do something different, and I don't want to be over the road is, really is for someone who doesn't have experience, and I have experience. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some truck drivers who have experience and they prefer being over the road. I'm just not that truck driver. I have a family at home. I have kids at home still. I like being at home. I like managing my time, doing what it is I want to do, but just making sure too that I have the income coming in so I can be able to do that. But baby, I said, what in the what? Oh, what in the what? I don't know. Then I have some other stuff going on too with myself. I get on this app every day. I post videos every day. You might see me laughing, dancing. It might be a comedy skit. But I got some real things going on in my personal life. And so maybe I might share that. I don't know. I shared it with like my kids and one of my relatives. And my kids gave me feedback or whatever. But I don't know. Something serious. I may talk about it later. I don't know. But yeah, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I don't know if I want to walk away from trucking totally, because it's like when I don't be on the truck, I be like missing it. Like That's crazy. Like when I'm on a truck, I'm ready to get off. But then when I'm off, especially if I'm off for a certain period of time, it's like, okay, I'm ready to get back on the truck. So when I did that road test, it was like, yeah. When he was like, I can make it out of this parking lot. Are you serious? You got an experienced truck driver here, buddy. So I don't know. I feel like I kind of got my itch when I did that, and I don't really need to get. My scratch, and I don't need to get scratched anymore. So yeah, I don't know. It's not for me. Not for me. So I had talked to one of my old coworkers, which he was my trainer at a company I was working at, and I was telling him about it, and he was just like, nah. He was like, that's more so for like, a new truck driver. He was like, you got experience. He's like, you don't have to do that. And he was like you said, you can get you a local position paying you the same, if not more. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I want. So he told me about a few companies that are close to my house. So I'm going to apply for those. And then if it don't, like I said, I'll just be doing field inspections, notary. Another company too, I had to take a test. Ooh, that test was so long. It was asking like construction questions, because it would be field inspections for like construction companies, and they want you to know what you're inspecting, what to look for, what to expect. I want you to know math too, not general math. Okay, know your stuff, geometry. Okay, they want you to know. Yeah. So anyway, I'm almost done with that test. I think I got like 4 or 5 questions left, so I'm gonna get that out the way. And then I'll be going from there. So I got a new job. Hey. Oh my God. Y'all pray for me. Pray for me. But look, if it's your first time, please make sure that you subscribe if you have not yet. Also check out my playlist. My playlist, I'm giving out information on how to become a creator on YouTube. It works. It helped me. I got monetized a few weeks ago. I still do have one more where I can get ads. I'm monetized on everything else. I'm real close to being monetized, so I can get the ads on my videos when I'm creating content for you guys. So it does work. And then I also talk about how to start a career that does not require a college degree, which in one of those videos, I actually used the tools that I was teaching. I was able to get my notary license. That's one of them. And then get my supplies and everything. What else? Oh, lifestyle. I talk about work, truck driving journey. There's a lot. So just check. Oh, I have a podcast too on there. So check that out. I have some really great interviews that I have amazing people that I interview. One of the young ladies that I interviewed, she just reached about 200,000 followers on IG. Go ahead, Stella. So her story is amazing. Check her story out. Wildlife. Check his, like, it's some popping people on there. You got DC from the Country Wayne Skits that came and blessed the podcast. So definitely check those out, guys. All right. I feel like I rambled enough, I believe. I don't know. Okay. If you have any questions, please make sure you comment down below. For any truck driver, when you're off the truck, do you be missing being on that truck when you off? Another thing too, I want to know where you're from. Okay, how did you find my channel? Are you subscribed? Are you not? Did you just subscribe? Let me know. I do talk back. But until next time, I will see y'all later. And I do post daily, so I'll see y'all later. Okay, I'm out. I might go live. You never know. It just be like that sometimes.